right, guys, we're live, so don't say anything you don't want on international TV.
Oh, we're international tonight?
Yeah, every time we're international. Any damn fool can tune in and listen to you guys. Now, my favorite thing I got right toward the end of the pandemic, I got an email that was clearly had been run through Google Translator from a woman in Japan, and she says, "I've been working through all of your guitar sheet, and I have a question about row, row, row your boat." Like it was real, like, and it was her question was great. It was really interesting, but you could tell it was sort of really structured English, like, you know, she had written it in Japanese and then translated it through Google, and it's kind of cool. Yeah. Sometimes I noticed that when you're buying stuff off of Amazon and they'll have the description and it's, you know, you could tell somebody whose English who's not their first language wrote it out. You're like, what do they mean here exactly? Let's put this up on the website, don't I? I think we're live and online. Points to the right thing. Good. Let's see. Oh, hey, Vic. Sounded good. Sunny up in Eugene. Okay. Yeah. They're sending us some snow tonight, so I assume you guys must have started that. My wife is actually flying into Eugene tonight, so keep an eye out for her. Go. Hey, Cindy. We'll start in 1 minute. Sunny in Phoenix. Oh, nice. I didn't realize you were down in Phoenix. That's good, Cindy. Hey, Jerome. Tire troubles. Oh, great. Yeah. When I was a kid, high school kid, I drove around on bad tires all the time. Don't do that. Bad idea. All right. Playing guitar can't fix that, will it, Jerome? All right, guys, let's get started tonight. I think we'll go alphabetically, just so we'll start with the Mozart piece, Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik. And I don't think I have anything else meaningful to tell you. We had a lovely time on Sunday at online. If you guys aren't doing anything Sunday mornings, not this, every other Sunday morning, so not this coming one, but the one after that, we will be playing some lovely tunes, and so you can join us if you want. And I'm looking at next week's songs. They're kind of iffy overall. They're all right. All right. Let's Let's see, Ramona is out tonight. She's not feeling well, so she's online. Vic is online. Cindy's online. Jerome's there. And did I say Vic? She's online as well. So, Eine Kleine Nachtmusik.
Yeah, but
What did,
I disregard the O. Start with the A.
no, you can't ignore the O. Can you? No, you can't. Because then you'd have to ignore the A, too.
Of A,
Right.
me,
So you would have, and you'd have to ignore the.
yeah?
So it still would be A. No, file it under O. Don't be crazy.
Okay, okay.
Of all the ways the wind can blow. That's what it stands for.
Maybe she's got a chronological.
Chronological order, right? All right. Let's see. All right, Eine Kleine Nachtmusik. We're getting pretty good at this, guys. And so, what have we been playing? We've been playing it at concert speed. So I'm just gonna. We'll use it as a warm up. We'll look for things you can. I'll manufacture things you're doing wrong so that we can fix them. How about that? All right. Actually, we'll spend most of our time on Good, Bad, and the Ugly tonight. Hey, Sandy, welcome in. All right. Here we go, coming around, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, and 5. 7, 8, 2, 3, 9. 11. Here we go, and 17. 21. Bum and bum, bum. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 30. 32. And right back, 13 and 14, 15, 16 and 17, 19, 20, 21. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30. Eight and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 fermata and go. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. 3. Here we go. 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. 50, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, bum, 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 7, bum, 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 8, 9, 60, 61, 2, 3, 64. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 68. 1, bum, bum. 69, 70, 71, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, dun, 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 80, dun, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 do, bum, 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 ba-dum. 4, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. '95. My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. 8, 9, 10. Go. G and A. Very nice. How'd we do? Did that feel fast? Did that feel about right? Feel slow?
Speed was all right. Execution was lacking.
Nobody cares about execution, right? Just care if you can find what measure you're on, right? I don't see anybody grumbling. Way too slow. That's about as fast as I'd want to play it. I was getting scared when you guys. I was like, man, I think I'm pushing them too hard. And you guys were hanging in there the whole way through. So, Joni, what was that, teacher?
And I just get lost after the page turn.
Yeah, I noticed. I looked up and I saw you fighting that page turn. What are you gonna do? It's a page turn, right? I don't know. Guys, suggestions on page turns? You got any secret tricks with page turns? Go to iPad, right? Spend $2,000 so you don't have to.
Get yourself an iPad and
Right, and a foot pedal, and then spend every night trying to make sure it's charged up. A post-it tab, maybe.
well, yeah,
right?
the post-it tabs work okay,
think-
but still, you've got to reach it and turn, and then still find
Yeah.
because you've already missed a measure.
You're going to miss a measure, right?
And so,
Or two, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing is just let yourself know I'm going to miss 2 measures here while I'm doing the page turn, and just let it be that, right?
When I was still doing the paper, I sometimes would put there's the 230 or whatever just written on the bottom there. So I knew it.
Yeah, I do that over at school all the time. I write down my next few notes
Yeah,
at the
where
bottom
we're
there,
going.
so that I'm like,
but then still, you've got to somehow or other you've got to.
I think though the one thing that does is it gets your brain out of this, oh my God, there's a page turn coming. You're like, there's a page turn coming. I know what's on there, and I feel like having those little chickens scratching down at the end.
sometimes get you to like a half note or something, gives you a little more time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Looking ahead, right? I noticed when I first started a student in music, boy, whatever note they're on, that's the note they're staring at. And over time you just get better at reading further and further ahead, I think. What's that? Yeah. and you have to get a little sense of I can do this, which is not everybody comes to that a little bit different
Also,
space.
as you get more familiar with the pieces, you can pick up because you recognize, oh, that's that piece.
Yeah, where you're at in there.
I'll
So
just listen for, okay, that's where I can come in, 'cause I know what that is.
So I just tried this tonight for the first time, but I've got big paper clips and they're bent like 20 or 30 degrees.
yeah,
Because if it's the same level as the paper, I keep catching that one below it.
right.
So I've tried it one time so far, I liked it a lot.
So paper clips with a little bent out a little bit. All right, makes sense to me.
The other thing I've seen, like when we play the bells, and there's tons of page turns because there's only like 3 lines of it.
Right.
And people buy those little things that like you put on a file folder, the little,
Oh yeah. The little
tabs, and
tab,
then
the little
then they put them sequentially.
the little
down
plastic
at the
tab
top.
there. Yeah.
So you just go to the next one that's on
Yeah.
top, and then that's it.
That makes turning the
That's
page
it.
quite a bit
So
easier,
you don't
doesn't
have
it?
to think about which.
Especially if you're wearing gloves.
Right.
That's exactly what I do with the Post-its. They just
Yeah.
all run down.
Just all run down the, just run them down there. And so it's just the next one you pull over. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Get that plastic thing and just get it with your finger.
yeah.
Not have to actually grab the thing.
Not have to grab it. That's interesting. Yeah. I noticed.
I'm planning on hiring a page turner.
Last time I was at the real symphony, not the University Symphony. You just have to tough it out over there. But the real symphony, it's very fascinating because everybody's set in pairs, and whoever the second person is, they're in charge of page turns, and so they never miss. The principal never misses a note, but that person whose job it is to page turn, they miss those notes at the end of the one page and the beginning of the next, but that's their job. And I don't think that would ever work with guitar. You have too many things going on, right? And it's one thing if you're a violin player and you're like, I don't know, it's got to be hard for them too because they got that bow and this weird hold that they have to do. But somehow,
Or you can sync it so you can turn everybody's page at the same time.
oh, I like that.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about
I
that.
like that authority. I think I'm going to put you in charge of all your iPads next. No, I do like that on the Foursquare, the half page turns, which is kind of cool. You can turn.
How do you do that?
So you see, it's in there. I don't remember where you go
There's
to.
a setting
It's
on the, if you like double type your score, it'll give you a screen setting and it's on your setting.
so while you're playing the bottom of the page, you can actually turn the top of the page.
It doesn't work when you go backwards.
Yeah,
Because when it turns, when you go backwards, you still get the back.
You still get the whole-
bottom
the
half of the second
previous page. Yeah, so.
It doesn't work so well on going backwards,
Yeah.
but going forwards is awesome.
I think what I have found, I went ahead and bought one of those expensive page turners, and for me, that's been really, really helpful. Is if I remember to turn it on and have my foot on it when I get.
Like what mic can I have? Put that up?
Yeah, the duos. Is that the ones you guys got?
No, we have a cheaper version.
Cheaper version. Yeah, I went ahead and bought. I was like, I don't. Because I bought a cheap one and it was not good. You hit it once and it turned 7 pages and all that stuff. But I bought that one of those duos and they're expensive. I think it was $130 or something. But it's really nice because you see the end of the page coming. You go ahead and read your whole measure. You click it and then that next page pops up. So
Touching it on screen, sometimes it doesn't necessarily turn, it pops up one of the displays.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
yeah,
Annotations or something.
Yeah, so you're just like, or the sound file or something screwy, so.
yeah.
Sometimes working it with your finger doesn't work as well.
Yeah, the other thing I've noticed is if you're busy writing on it, you got to remember to hit I'm done writing on it or it won't turn the page
The
type
links,
thing.
the links is good though.
The what?
The links,
The
where you
link?
can link your repeats.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
You haven't tried that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so.
Oh, so you get to the end of a repeat and you just hit click or whatever?
Well, so you have to use your finger, but when there's like a blue, in this case, there'll be like a blue dot.
Right.
Hit the blue dot and you link it back to where it's supposed to go, and it'll flash at you, this is where, so it catches your eye, and it'll turn it back. So if you have if your page turn, if your repeat is multiple pages, you can get back.
That's nice. I gotta look into that. That's cool. I've been trying to get rid of repeats more and more, but they just don't go away, right? They're always there. Guys, I think we sound okay on this. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time working on it. We've got that real complicated section around, I think it's around 60 or 70 is a little bit tough, but we'll get it. I'm not worried about that. So let's move on. If you guys didn't feel like it was too fast, let's move on to the good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh, that's a week into.
Yeah, so you're warmed up now. Let's see. Hey, Caroline, good to see you. So we're in our Eugene contingency is really growing these days.
How many do you have?
A 9 right now.
So there's 20.
Is that 20?
We have 11 here.
Well, let's see. Gene snuck in. Do we have 20 people? How exciting!
Plus anybody that's keeping.
Jerome just wrote, use repeats, exclamation point. There's nothing that Jerome wants. His entire musical career is set around 2 pages. If I have to write it this small, it's going to be 2 pages.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I respect him, right? Like, yeah, that's
The whole thing, shrink it.
I don't know how, for years he's been doing that with the ukulele group. He just takes whatever the song is and finds a way to fit it onto 2 pages. It's crazy. Let's see. Still have turn pages. It was any different. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good, bad, and the ugly. How many people? Let's see. Arlo and Tom are here. They got their own chords. Jerome and Ramona are gone again, so I will be singing guitar 1. Mike and Nancy are on guitar 2. Joni and Dina are on guitar 3. Mark and Laura are on guitar 4. Christy and Mike are on guitar 5. Is that true with what I just said? Okay. All right. Here we go with me singing again. I apologize in advance. Last week we were playing it at 80. I think we'll start there and see how we're doing. And I did talk to Jerome this week, and he was not involved in the conversation, but where are those chord names wrong, Christy?
It's on
Measure
33.
33, measure 33.
Correct, except for the name of
The name of the chord is B flat, not B. And then the smart thing to do, rather than going down and grabbing the B7, is just to slide your bar up 1 fret, and then you can make your B7 shape out of an E7 shape there. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so that happens at 33 and 34
And 67.
and 67 and 68. So as far as I know, that's our only major change. Oh, and chords, you're not playing 76, 77, and 78, right? So that's the only addenda I see so far. Okay. All right. Ba-da-da-da-da. That's so funny. All right, so we're going at 80, not fast. If I can find the beat here, we'll be on time. There we go. All right. No, Jerome just wrote, sometimes it's 3. When it's 900 measures, I can get it. I got to use the 3rd page. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, bum, bum. 2, bum, bum. Ba da 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 dum. Bum. 4, 2, 3, 4. Ba da 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 dum. 6, 2, 3, 4. Ba da 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 dum. And 8. Ba da 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 dum. And 10. 11. Ba da 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 dum. And 13. Ba da 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 dum. And 15. Ba da 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 dum. And 17. Ba da 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 dum. And 19. 20. Bum ba da dum bum. 2. Ba da da dum bum. 4. Ba-da-dum, bum, ba-ba-da-dum, bum, 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 2, 3, 4, 34, 2, 3, 4, 35, dun, 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 6, dun, 37, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, bum, 2, 3, 39, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Okay, 41, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, 2, 3, ba-da-da-da-dum, and 7, 48, ba-da-da-da-dum, 3, 50, ba-da-da-da-dum, 52, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, bum, 2, 3, 54, ba-ba-da-dum-bum, ba-ba-da-da-dum, ba-ba-da-dum-bum, bum-ba-dum, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, dun 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 bum 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 ba da 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 dum bum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum bum 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 2, 3, 4 ba da 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 dum bum bum. Okay, I didn't give you a fermata that time. Sorry. Let me remember. All right. How are we feeling about that? It's a lot, right?
We may get it by the time we have a concert.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I'm not worried about you getting it. I'm worrying about you quitting before you get it, right? No, it's there. I can hear it, right? I can absolutely hear it. There are some parts that we're gonna work on, obviously, but it's coming there. So, guys on guitar 5, Mike and Christy, when you get to those strums, don't overthink the what's written out there. Just give it to me, right? Just whatever it takes.
Okay, those aren't the hard part. What I'm struggling with actually
Yeah.
is the plucking of the chords in the measures before. The chords themselves aren't hard, but for some reason plucking them makes them hard.
So you're talking about measure 30.
Yeah, the pluck going into it.
So you've got this A minor,
Yeah, the chords themselves are not difficult.
right? But there's a
somehow
lot.
having to pluck them makes
Yep.
them harder.
Well, of course it does. Duh. I mean, any damn fool can strum chords, right? Well, and they're not exactly easy chords. I mean, the first four are not bad. The next four are not particularly your friend.
We did the F minor, that's not
Yeah, anytime you see F sharp minor or an F chord, you're like, well, I'm a serious guitarist, I can do this. And then at some point you're like, I kind of hate doing these, right? So,
I'm not getting any volume out of it.
well, because you're not there yet, but you will. I would suggest, this would be me, I'd say, hey Mike, I'll do the onbeat ones, you do the offbeat ones, right? Now your work is cut in half. For now.
Okay.
Right?
I can get there, there's just no volume.
Yeah. Also, for now, if you guys strum them, strum them. Okay? I mean, honestly, but I would say if I looked at that, In fact, I think even Arlo and I talked about that. Like this mess of chords all right in a row. You're like, well, that's stupid, right? Who does that, right? Well, a guy who's writing for an orchestra does that because he can. You now all of a sudden, as a solo player, have to get all of those, and that's ridiculous. So I would for sure. I don't know if you ever talk to Mike at all when you're out of here, but you might. A word or two, right? I know he's difficult, but but say. How about you do one measure, I'll do the next measure, or I'll do even the beats 1 and 3, and you do 2 and 4. At least for now. And also, don't feel bad about strumming right now. You're gonna get it. By the time we need to play it, you're gonna get it. And I just think, don't take the sheet music so seriously when you're in rehearsal, right? Figure out, hey man, this is going to be a problem for me. I'll work on it later, but for tonight, I'm going to do strumming or whatever, right?
Well, I have worked on it, just can't.
No, I know you guys work on this stuff. The thing I want to make sure of though, at 33, 34, and 35, for now, like if I read that, I'm like, okay, it's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and I'm like, okay, and then and I would have already written out exactly on top of there where those are, right? And that's what's happening. You guys are ending up behind because of that. And so, rather than that, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 for now, right? And then as you get where you're like, okay, now I'm not behind anymore. I'm on the correct, I'm at least on the right beats. I'm wearing out my index finger getting to them, right? But at least now I can hear, now I know I can start deleting some of those.
Getting there, but we're behind.
Yeah. And I gave you a whole 8th note rest to get there. So I don't know what you're doing back there, but
Taking all of it and then some.
yeah, no, really, really challenging. That's why we're talking about it. And so cut yourself a little slack, do whatever is easy for now, until you get, once you get the rhythm and once you've figured it out, then it's easy to start dropping some of the strums, or even in that section where you have to change chords so many times. There comes this day after many times and you're just like, well, I can do it now, but I don't know how that, you figure out when that is, but it just happens. Yeah, so that's one thing I'd like for you to focus in on. Then I want to go to, because the same exact area we have this other stuff going on that's really, really challenging. So let's go to measure 30.
What?
30, 3-0.
Well, and then some of these where they're actually, like the D in measure 31, just make that a full chord.
Oh yeah, right. When you're plucking it, in fact, well, the reason I didn't give you the full chord there is nobody else has that F sharp anywhere in the piece, and I thought, well, I'll honor the original, but for now, just play a D chord, right? I mean, I don't lose too much sleep. And then as you get where you can pluck it at speed, then you would delete that, of course. Yeah. So guys, remember, if you're on guitar 2, you've got a pretty challenging section here, right? 3-2-0, 3-2-0-0, 3, oh God, 3-2-0-0-0, 3-2-0-0-0, 3-2-0-2-3, right? 3-2-0-2-3, 0-2-3. Oh God, that's really hard. So I know you're going to miss some of that. At least try to get the first note of each beat, right? 3-0-3-0-3-2-0-3, or something like that, at least for now, right? So that we can hear something. I think it's pretty fast when you're playing 16th notes at 80 beats per minute. So I would think of it as thinking about like Eddie Van Halen. He's just always working on that, this riff over and over and over. And once you get the riff, you can do it, but it takes a little bit of time. The rest of you guys, guitar 3 and guitar 4, you guys have a conversation going. And individually, your parts are not super hard, but getting the timing right is very hard. Okay, so at measure 30, guitar 3, you are 8-7-5 rest, 8-7-5 rest, 8-7-5 rest, 5-3-2 rest, 2-0-2 rest, 2-0-4 rest, and then you're done, right? So think of it like that. Honestly, is da 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 rest, da 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 rest, And then if you're on guitar 4, it's rest, bum, bum, rest, bum, bum, rest, bum, bum. Okay, and so I'd like to hear just guitar 2, guitar 3, and guitar 4 in that one little section. And don't be afraid to play the wrong notes right now. Just play loud, play something, right? And if you play the wrong notes, it doesn't matter. We're trying to hear the rhythm here, okay? So guitar 2, guitar 3, and guitar 4, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba-da-dum, bum, bum, 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 bum. Good. Let's do it again. You guys got it. Okay? Don't be shy. Okay? I know you're going to play some wrong notes. Nobody cares. Play whatever you're going to play loud. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Good, good. Okay, one more time just to get this feeling of it. That's what's going to happen there is we're going to have some people going dun 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 and then some other people going bum bum bum. And then meanwhile guitar 2 is kind of holding the glue together, making sure that you can hear the full rhythm as it's going along. And guitar 2, if I had that part, I would be sad because that's really hard to play through that. Okay, all right, from measure 30 one last time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. And that's when we hear, the minute you guys go bum, then we're going to hear chung, 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 right? And so that's what we should hear, okay? Getting into that, everything's going pretty well, you guys. Honestly, it sounds like you got the rhythm pretty close. And so Jerome says, when does the bad and the good show up on this? Right? It's almost there, Jerome, I promise. Okay? Okay. He's kind of sarcastic, that Jerome. All right. The good will be a while, right? Okay. All right. From the top. Okay, and I'll go until things start to fall apart a little bit, okay? Again, I apologize for my singing. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, dum dum, and bum bum, bum bum bum, da 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 dum, bum bum bum, ba da 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 dum. Beautiful. Good. 11. Or 15. Good. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum dum dum dum. 3, 4 bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. 1 and 2, 3, 4, ba-da-dum, doo-doo, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, 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 bum, choo-da-da-jun, jun, 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 bum, choo-da-jun, jun, 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 bum, choo-da-jun, jun, 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 bum, choo-da-jun, jun, jun. Much better this time. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Bum, bum, bum. Isn't that cool right there? Ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Very good. Ba-da-da-da-dum. 43 here. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. pretty. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum. Bum. Bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-dum-bum. Bum, ba-da-dum-bum. Bum. Bum, ba-da-dum-dum. Dum, dum, dum. 2, 3, 4. Bum, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. 1 and 2. Dun, dun, ba-da-dum, dun, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, dun, 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 dun. Bum, dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 bum, dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-da-da-dum. 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 Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Bum, dun, 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 dun. Bum, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum, bum. Nice. Really coming along, you guys. It's really coming along. We're going to do this. I'm not worried about that. Maybe on chords, or I'm sorry, on guitar 5, maybe just hit the first beat for now, right? Right? Just go ahead and give me some noise on the first beat. That way you know you're on time, and then we'll clean it. We'll clean it up over time. We got plenty of time. I like that song, you guys. I think it's going to be really cool. I know, though, some of you are like, ugh, right? But it's going to happen. It's so good compared to the last couple of weeks. All right, Menuett Suite is next on my list. All right. So you played it at concert speed last week, so I guess we'll leave it there. Unless you want to play it fast. Anybody up for fast? Besides Jerome? Nah. All right, 120 then. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1. All right. Here we go. Remember your repeats. There's lots of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. To the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8, 9, 20. Seven, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 33, 4, 6, 8, 2, 6, 34, 4.
Measure.
42, 3, 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Measure 50, 50, 52, 4, 7, 8, 9. 64, back to 50, 50. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. Okay, good. I didn't slow you down at all in that middle section just to see what happened, and we basically played it. So,
Is that last note, last chord strong?
let's strum it. Yeah. Dun 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 rum. Yeah, let's strum that last chord. Yeah, and at 81, guys, just make yourself a note, a little slowdown at 81. Not a lot, but just a little bit of a slowdown there. Let's go back to the part I should have conducted slower. Starting at measure 34, actually. Measure 34. And I'm going to write myself a great big note that says slow down. Okay? Because that felt too fast to me. I don't know how it was playing it, but... What's that?
Oh, we both of us got messed up on the strings.
Oh,
We're not supposed to do that at the same time.
yeah, don't do it at the same time.
Someone put 6 on these things.
No, those extra,
There's two damn strings on
so
this.
those extra two are just.
That's the problem with guitar. There's 2 strings you don't need at all. Like, why? I don't even know why they're on there, right? And then really the 4th string should just totally be optional in my mind, right? Every song fits on the first 3 strings. So why do we have all these others? Yeah, I mean every song fits on the first 3 strings. So yeah, I agree. It is what makes things so much harder with this beast, and it's 2 instruments. You know, when you look at the way sheet music's written. For the guitar, the stems that go up are supposed to be one instrument, and the stems that go down are the other instrument. And so, like this, if you look at, not all of you have the tough axe, but the chords are written stem down, and the melody is written stem up. Well, what's that mean? It means you're playing 2 instruments at the same exact time, and it's like somebody a long time ago should have put their foot down and said, "No, we're not doing this. This is crazy." But with lutes, I think they got up to 23 strings, and they were like, okay, that's too many. We'll go with 6 instead. Yeah, if you've seen the last of the Baroque lutes, they're like this many strings, and it's just crazy. And you're just like, I think somebody was all proud of themselves for being able to play it, but it's crazy how many strings they got. Well, and at that point, you're like, you should really have you should make a friend. You know, you need a duet partner. All right, let's go from 34. I'm going to put the metronome on what the tempo I'd like to play this at, and let's see how it sounds. So from 34, please. 34. First time through. We'll play that whole section, and we'll try to get our speed ups and slow downs correct. But so this section will feel a lot slower, so don't rush because you've got the previous tempo in your head. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. 10, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1. 43. 44. 6, 7, 8, 34, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 50, 4, 5, 7, 2, 3, 8, 9, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, and speed up here. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slow down a little bit here. Ba-da-dum-bum. Yeah, that's it. That's going to be cool. That's really cool. That felt a little too slow in the middle, yes?
Yeah.
A touch.
Okay.
Can we go from the, like, the second ending of the measure 33 into that slower part?
Yeah. Okay, so I had it at 100, so that's too slow. So let's do about 110. And
We need to get used to watching you slow down.
yeah, let's see if Gary can remember. The page turn for me right there. And I click. Oh, supposed to be going.
So 110 for that part, what was the speed for the rest of it?
So we played the fast part at 120, and then we just played the slower part at 100, but that's a little too slow. So probably 110 to 120 down to 110 back to 120 is what I think. Those of you guys who use metronomes. So how about this? Let's start. Where's a good entry spot for everybody? How about 25? 25 is a clean entry for everybody. 25, second repeat. So we're going to go straight into 34 from there. So what I would do at 33 will slow you down there, right? So bum, 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 because everybody's got just a simple 3-beat measure, or the same 3 notes, okay? So from 20, what did I say, 5? 25, okay? Okay, we're going to be going at 1, 2, 3, that's not right, all right? Let's get this, at this. Okay, and then just remember at 33, we'll slow it down. Okay, I'll start on 24. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, and 2, and 3, and 30. Go on to 33. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Okay, that's how we'll do it. That sounds good. Now, obviously, I won't be yelling at you, so let's do it without me yelling. Let's do it at me being very quiet. Okay, just take 15 beats off and you'll be fine. All right, let's go from 25 again. Here's your 3-beat count in. 2, 1, 2, 3. 'Good. Okay. Good. Makes sense.
Does,
Yep.
And then where did you go back up to speed?
So, and then we go back up to speed at, we'll count you in faster at 66. Okay.
So is there any, is the, like Jerome playing the bass line that's gonna help us out?
Yeah, if Jerome comes in and he's playing bass line, he's really good about watching me, and so he will automatically kick that up for you, and you'll be able to hear it.
That is the part, there is a part of it.
Yep. I'm not sure if he's playing it yet or not. Tom, did you grab bass line on this one? No? Okay. Okay, so, so Jerome will probably do that for us. And he's always really good about keeping an eye on me. Mostly to tell me I did it wrong, which I do.
I watch you, but the audio
Yeah.
is always.
Well, but you're busy, right? And and if we can get the bass in your ear, it'll be just easier. So we'll slow it down at 33 and then pick it back up at 66. And it's sounding good, you guys. You're playing Bach. It's crazy. Not Bach, Petzold. Crazy. All right, beautiful. Good work on that. Let's go on to the Scottish tune. Now, almost all of you guys are playing guitar, right? So you're on melody. Mike and Christy got the arpeggio. And then we will...
Jerome's doing arpeggio with the bass.
Okay, and if we get to the point where we're like, oh, it'd be fun to have more bass line, I'll probably have a couple of you switch, but for now, let's just play it as is. Ignore the 8/8, it should be a 4/4. I was probably thinking I was being all musical when I put that down. And just remember it, ba-bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, right? And you have to just feel it. I wouldn't worry about counting it. Just you can feel that raggedy rhythm in there. All right, and then not fast, right? What did we play out last week? Yeah.
Yeah, we played it at
70 last week, so yeah, I'm gonna put it at tempo today. All right, 4-beat count in. You guys are coming out 4 and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, da-dum, dum, dum, and 4, 5, and 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, da, 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 da. Beautiful, 14, and 15, 16, 17. Back to the top. 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Slow down. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and beautiful. So this week, this is right now, it feels like this is the weak song, oddly, of the group. It's uglier than ugly. No, it feels like people are like, I'm not sure how the song goes, right? So we just played it pretty solid from a timing perspective. So if you haven't been using the MP3, which I think is set to 80, and we just played it we were going to play it at 80, but it felt like you were more down to 70. Go listen to the MP3 a few times, or come to the YouTube video that's sitting there and speed up to this one and play along with it a few times. I want to play it one more time, and I want to keep the tempo I want to pick up the tempo a little bit if we can, but if not, I'll slow it down again. But basically, it just feels like you're a little quiet, a little scared, and we shouldn't be with that many people on guitar. So be brave, okay? And you can feel it. It just feels like you're in the Old West of Scotland. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Bum bum ba-dum and 3 ba-dum bum bum. Keep going. 4. 6 and 7. 8, 9, 2. 2, bum, 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 and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Slow it down. Lovely. Yes, ma'am.
On the last 18,
Measure 18.
so is Melody supposed to play that?
Yeah, no, so at measure 18, you're done, right? So you come in
Started it or at the end of it?
at the end of measure 18, you got that tie. Yeah, so that last note, that 0, just goes into 19, but you don't play another note there, just because what's happening there is people on arpeggios are going bum bum, they're just keep putting a nice little ending on it, but you're done with your job at that point. So you don't care what speed they play it. Lovely, it's a lovely tune. It makes me very happy every time you play it. So work on this one a little bit more than this week, so we can get this one a little bit closer to solid, and then of course Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And I'm on spring break at 12 at 1:45 tomorrow. So I'm gonna write some guitar music for you guys this coming week. So I have to play a song that I cannot play tomorrow, and so I have a lot of work to do tonight. So get out of here. I gotta go. Have a great night. Yeah, you guys are sounding good. These are hard songs, and it's really sounding beautiful. So keep at it. You're doing great stuff. Guys online, thank you for being here. Let me see. I don't know if I saw everybody that wandered in, but glad to have you. And I will see all of you next Tuesday.
What did you do?
Yay, repeat. Yeah. Cindy, you guys are funny. All right, have a great night, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being here.
That way you
Peace.
turn the page once.
I know, that's part of the
Okay.
problem, is that you've got that thing back.
No, I can't do it, so that's why I did this, and it works much better.
So here's the crazy thing, is that my wife plays in the ukulele group. She
Okay.
has an iPad with all her music on it.
You
Think
know.
I can get her to let me use it? Oh, well, no. I said, you can put 100,000 songs on that thing, come on.